Hello everyone and welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Binkabi and this will be a Mirage draft. So my experience with the format is exactly one, and I don't really know. Let's see. Facing enters tap, adds 2. I'm not thrilled. Ramp has to be pretty good. Mana Prism. Not really the start I would be looking for, but sure, right? 2/2 flying for 4. Sacrifice it to counter a red spell. That's interesting. Bone Harvest. Alright, that's not that bad either. Chaos Charm. Cloak. Dreamcatch. Yeah, sure, that's probably my pick. I don't really know all of the cards. That seems pretty good too. But drawing cards seems pretty good. 3/3 haste. Yeah, Dreamcatch it is. I mean, you get to draw and filter. I mean, it's basically Brainstorm. Bone Mask. That seems pretty good. Right, Swamp Smatters. No. Right, that's not horrible either. So, book Dark Banishing. Now that's a card. Gonna reserve that. No. No. That's not horrible either. Flanking is pretty good. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dark Banishing is the pick here. I mean, it's a good removal. What I do recall is that good creatures are hard to combine, where good spells is a lot easier. So, like this 2/1 flying for 3 seems perfect. Let's see. Right. 2/2 flying for 4 that could grant something flying, right? Is that better than just... I'm not sure if I'm gonna be heavy blue or black or even that colors, but okay, alright. That seems big. Right. Alright. Lightning reflexes, no. 6/5 facing, right? Too much text. Basically, 3/2 flying facing. I think the easier to cast and cheaper flyer has to be better here. I'm gonna pick that. And that's the... yeah. 3/3 for 4. Alright, so... okay. So it can't block, basically. 4/4 that can't block. Memory Lapse. I like a good counter. But as I said, creatures. Draw a card, flying, faces out, right? Bone Harvest seems decent too. I'm pretty interested in that, but I think Memory Lapse is my pick for now. Good easy card, I know what it does. No question about it. 2/2 Death Touch for 4, right? Excuse me. 3/2 that comes back. It does look like an upside, but in some cases it's definitely a downside. That's pretty good. Do I want a 2/2 Death Touch or a 3/2 that comes back? I think I want... probably want the 2/2 Death Touch actually. It's not the Torch, unfortunately. Right. 1/3 flying for 3. Yeah, that seems like my pick. Don't need another Memory Lapse. Sapphire Charm is okay, but not great. Bone Harvest, think I need a decent number of creatures for it to be really good. But I mean, it's card advantage, basically, since you get to trade in random draws for known draws. But a 1/3 flyer seems perfect. And here we don't have that much, let's see. That's not too bad, because I think you would like to have something in play. I mean, we're already crowded on 3, even though this seems perfectly fine. Alright, that's not good. So do I want the sewer rats or the better card? Still think I want a better card. I mean, 1-drops is okay, but here I think it's just alright. 1/1 flying vigilance is not fantastic, but I think is it better than the facing croc? Yeah, I think so. So Mana Prism came back, so did Bone Harvest. Then I think another Bone Harvest might come back. So play this turn 1, it comes in tapped. Then it faces out, so you can't use it. Then you can use it, so turn 3 you can use it. I think I just want a Mana Prism. It opens up a lot of splashes and stuff. Not sure if I will play it, but now we have the ability to splash. So what do we got? We got a color spell, a good removal spell, a count spell, and some decent flyers and other semi-evasive threats. As I recall, colors like green and red are pretty good because of the quality of creatures and stuff like Kervex Torch. Now I'm a bit worried because we have been on 0 for a long time. Where am I? There we go. Alright. Now I think it... What did this? Start opponent's library. Alright, so it's extremely bad. Alright. Really, really bad. Wall of Corpses. That's not horrible if you try to win with flyers. Could see myself taking this, could see myself taking this, but Wall of Corpses actually seems decent. Obviously it's not fantastic since it can't block anything with 2 power. Now I think I want a Bone Harvest. And I wouldn't mind a Sapphire's Charm, but that's okay. So we have 7 creatures. We are happy playing 1, 2, in total maybe 3 that we're happy to play, but you're always playing some fillers in limited, unless you have the draft of your lifetime. Do you want another zombie or reality ripple? I think we want another zombie for the board. Don't think I'm gonna main 2. They're not that good, but they could be good against a removal heavy deck or something, where I can just trade off for a removal spell turn after turn. Yeah, I mean, 1 damage to everything that's non-black and 2 damage for everything that's green. Seems like a very decent sideboard card. So far they only kill the bird. But I think I can live with that. Alright, let's see. What is corrosion? Cumulative upkeep. That immediately makes me unexcited, but alright. Rust counter on each. Yeah, no, that's not. I'm not even gonna read. Okay, that's not fantastic. This card I know. I think it's pretty good actually. I'm gonna reserve it in case the timer goes out. Alright. No. Don't think so. Soul Ring? Or more or less. Vanishing. It's like a removal spell. But I don't really think I need that now. That's pretty good too. But I think I'd rather have the creature over the spell. And this is actually a fantastic creature. Alright, we got an Impulse and a Cloud Elemental, which seems freaking good. Let's see. No. Untapped Mountain. I mean, the Karoo-lands are pretty good, I think, but those are not, in my colors, are not that good. Alright. Cloud Elemental seems really good. 2/3 flyer. I do think Impulse is good too, but it's not that great if you don't have anything good to find with it. Good removal. Impulse is nice. That's decent. It's not that great. What does this do? Alright, no. Cloud Elemental seems fine. Cloud on 3, as I said, but what can you do? 3/1 flying for 4. I can face it out. Alright, that's good. Okay, that's, yeah, I recall. They're pretty decent if you can get them. Necromancy I know. You can cast it as an instant, but that's not fantastic. Do I want a Tempest Drake? No, I don't think it's worth splashing. 2/2 flanking for 3. Start target knight so I can destroy another knight. 3/2 for 3. 3/1 regenerator or facing. I think I want the facing one. Seems pretty good. I mean, it's not great to face out, but if you can dodge a removal, it's pretty good. Flying Trample upkeep. Yeah, the upkeep cost is pretty harsh. 3 basic lands. No. No. Fallen Ascari. Here we got an Impulse. And a Vanishing. I think I want the Impulse now. It's actually a pretty good card to have. Digs for Dark Vanishing, for Dream Catch, for random flyers, and it could fix our mana if we do end up splashing something. We are getting really crowded on 3, so we have to keep that in mind. A black Karoo land. Right. Enchant creature above. Alright, that's fantastic. And alright, that means Everglades is our pick. Which I think is fine. I mean, it has to be an untapped swamp, but it's still a card advantage thing. So yeah, alright. Wow, that is a good card. First pick. No, but seriously, that was pretty horrible. Alright, can't attack or block, and I might take that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that. That seems pretty good against me. All my creatures can't attack, and they can't activate their abilities. That includes tap. Yep. Well, it does have facing, but turning my creatures almost all my creatures off every other turn is pretty good. Pretty pleased so far. And Water Spout Djinn is actually a fantastic beater. It is very unlikely that you won't have an untapped island to return. Alright, ooh, inspiration. Blanket of Night. No. Elephant Grass, that's a legacy staple if I recall correctly. Or staple, but it does see play. Funeral Charm still pretty good, but Inspiration is my pick. It's like the card that defines the decks I usually draft if I can. And big surprise, blue-black control is always open. And there it's no surprise because it's usually not that great. So I assumed those would come back, and they are expensive, but I could see myself playing one. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, that's the bad one. This guy I found was pretty good. Then just got a card random, cast a sorcery 3, mana 2/2. I think I want one vanishing. That was a lot of vocals. I think I want one vanishing. They are expensive, but they're also a complete removal that costs 2 blue every turn. But if you can remove their best threat, I think that's a reasonable price. And all of those are horrible. Do I want a ring? I don't think so. Oh, we can have that. I guess I picked a ring. I don't think I will play it, but Funeral Charm I will play though. So this plays with enter the battlefield, and we have, I think, exactly 0. So Funeral Charm is the easy pick here. It's a removal, it's a pump spell, it's always a 1-for-1. I think it's decent. Vision Charm, let's see. Mail. No. So this is sometimes a 2/2 with upside and sometimes a 2/2 with downside, but I think I'm gonna pick that over the black card just because it's double black. Discard or another vanishing. I think I'd rather have the discard actually. Alright, I got 2. Alright, I got 3. Now I regret it a bit, but alright. So I think this is more of a sideboard card, because a 2/2 flanking for 4 is not fantastic. We can probably cut Mana Prism at this point because it doesn't do anything. There's a lot of red and green up here, let's see. Alright. Alright. To the Swamp Walk. Alright. So it's a Spectre kind of thing. That's not too bad. Oh. Well, that's harsh. Alright. Alright, that's okay-ish, but not fantastic. 2/4 flying for 3 with facing. 3/3 flying for 3. Alright, that's not good. So I'm thinking about this. Don't think it's Fatal Blow. Don't think it's this. I'm a bit interested in this though. I'm gonna pick the Drake. I think it seems alright. Or of Silence. Alright. Each producer for a card is alright. So we got another Wraith, Apathy. Alright, so it's a tempo removal, Fog Elemental. Oh, that's horrible. I want my walls to stick. Except for creature card in your graveyard regenerate. That's pretty good. And that's not good at all. I think I just want the creature, actually, even though I'm still extremely crowded here. 7/7 for 7. That mills you out pretty fast. Oh, that's pretty good. 2/1 fair for 3 is also pretty good. 3/3 flanking for 4 is also pretty good. If this was single black, I would definitely pick it. Now I think fair is what I want. Even though it still crowds up my 3s, but I can't do that much about it. Flux. Ah, that's not fantastic. That's pretty good. I think that's my pick. 3/6 for 5 is almost splashable, I think. Right. Veteran Explorer, I know what it does. 2/5 Vigilance is also pretty good. That's the, yeah. Don't think I need another Scavenger. I think I want a 2-drop. It's not a high impact one, but it does a lot. That's pretty good. 1/1 for 2. Okay, so if I can force something to block it, that's good. What does this do? Pay 2 life, sacrifice a swamp, and no. That's way too high. Alright. 2/1 fair. I think just another. This is pretty good. But you have to do it before blockers, so that's not good. Alright, let's take another rat. Ooh. That's good. Let's see here. No. No. That's that. No. Alright, so that's also removal. Okay, so do I want the blue removal spell or the black creature? I think I want the creature. No, maybe not. I think I'm gonna pick the blue removal actually. Another one if I want it. Right. With flying. That's pretty good, I guess. Do I want a Manta Ray? Yeah, I think so. It seems good enough from the board at least. So I will have to cut cards. I can take one if I want. This seems so bad because I don't have that many good cards. I think I want a Gatekeeper. Let's see. We'll keep that. This one can go. Maybe it's actually better than that. Otherwise the 4s are finished. Bone Harvest can probably go. The Seer can probably go. The rest is pretty good. Next to go is probably the Wall. Yeah, probably the Wall. Maybe I want something of this over the wall. Knight of the Mists. Do I want a fatal blow? What do I have? I have Dark Banishing, Mana Chains, Vanishing, Funeral Charm, Memory Lapse, I guess. That's pretty good. I think I just want another Manta Ray for the 1 blue matchup. Apathy is so bad. I guess it's not that bad. It's good against the aggressive decks. This one I will play though. Probably play 17 lands. Sure, that might be good somewhere. I think I want to cut the wall, and now I have Disrupt, Funeral Charm. I have enough down here that I don't need a wall. We can rebring. I think I want the banner. As a miser at least. What do I want instead? Yeah. Maybe the knight is good. I'm not sure how many knights there will be. Sure. Do I want the seer maybe? I think we'll be fine with one. Could also play 18 lands, but that seems excessive. 17 with the Everglades seems more than enough. I think it's a creature. That means Dread Spectre, Merfolk Seer, or Knight. And I guess the only reasonable thing to do is to bring in the cheaper one. Could play the banner. I'll think about it. I like that most of my non-creatures are so cheap. So I can probably do more than one thing a turn. So to have the banner could be decent. We will play the Everglades. Probably not. Probably not. It's at least. I mean, I could play Coercion too. I don't think so. I think I'd rather play Bone Harvest. Basically, what it will do is return my best creature so that I can draw it the next turn. I don't think so. It seems bad. Knight of the Mists. No. More removal. I mean, later in the game, this is not great. So I do think I only want one. This becomes better in the late game, for example. And if I'm gonna bring out something, I think it's a spell. And my worst spell is probably Funeral Charm maybe, or Mana Chains. And that by default makes Mana Chains not an option, probably not a banner either. Do I want a mediocre 4-drop? No, I don't. Alright, so lands. Should be a pretty even split. I think we can go down 2 islands and go up 1 swamp and Everglades. That gives us 9 blue sources. That should be enough. We should have a blue source always, basically. Maybe not double blue on turn 4 all the time, but that's fine. I think Everglades is worth it. It's also card advantage. Yep, this is the deck I will be submitting. I'll see you shortly for game 1.